You found a home in the lineup now. What's it feel like to play every day for you now?
It's honestly a great feeling because I love being out there with the team that we have this year, and I just love being able to contribute in any way that they ask me to. And, you just got to be ready for the opportunity when it presents itself.
Take us through the home run.
I was sitting fastball the entire way, looking for something out over the plate, and when he got it out over the plate, I just put a good swing on it like Coach Rowe has always been teaching us to do all year.
1 through 9 tonight. Seemed like I think about six of you guys had multiple hits tonight. It seems like a complete lineup effort almost every night out. Is that kind of what you guys feel like?
Oh yeah, I think we're very complete 1 through 9. Everybody's out there grinding at bats, and it's because everybody through the lineup 1 through 9 buys into what we're trying to do and sees the results and knows that with the results, it's going to help the team, and at the same time, the individual stats will show at the end.
What are the guys? Most of these midweek games, the offense has gotten off to a slow start. What was the difference tonight that y'all just came out and jumped on top of them?
I think it's the fact that we knew that they were bringing somebody, they had saved an arm for us, knew that we were going to get their best shot coming out of the gate, so we kind of took it a little more serious, knowing that this was something that they wanted to come in and win and know that they're a very competitive team in their own right.
What do the guys in the top of the order say to guys like you and Dusty and other games, Gunner, when you guys are able to get on base, able to get hits, and then generate runs that way?
One of the things, as I usually ask Jake, because he's the one who's going to see all the off-speed pitches first, because he'll usually be the one that'll tell me, hey, this guy's doing this with this pitch, this is the way this pitch is running. And then at the same time, I got to just know that if that's for a strike, off-speed pitch for a strike, that's it, because hitting in front of a guy like Jake means I'm going to get a lot of fastballs, so it helps me out a lot because that way I know, hey, here comes a fastball, he's going to try to sneak one over, and I just got to be ready for it.
What's that transition to third base been like for you? How much more comfortable are you now than maybe a month ago?
Definitely a day-to-day thing, just taking as many ground balls as I can, but switching over there, it's different because I get in the habit of trying to block down and block a ball off my chest because I'm used to catching. But I'm just getting better with my hands, working on making sure the glove's there, and then knowing where to move when balls are in play in certain situations that happen.
Did you surprise yourself with some of the plays you made, even at Ole Miss there, especially when that shift play?
Yeah, sometimes it's just I go out there and I don't really think. It's kind of a reaction and just let the talent take over. I've been making those plays in practice. I don't think that it's anything new. I think that it's perfectly okay to go out there and say, hey, I'm surprised that this happened. But sometimes looking up at the video board, watching myself, I am a little bit amazed with what you can do sometimes.
You guys were 15-0 in the midweek, and I think 25-1 in non-conference play. Just what's kind of been said about it? Has anything been said about that, about keeping the focus in the midweek games and the non-conference games?
Absolutely. I think that's the place where we need to go back to last year. Is there's times where we'd be playing a midweek game. One that sticks out to me specifically is in Memphis, and we were struggling at the time, and it was kind of a point where the lead could have flip-flopped either way and something bad happened or we lost momentum, and next thing you know our team was down and out of it instead of able to keep going. And I think this year the midweek games is where we sort of figure out, okay, just keep going, stick with the process, and ride it out through the end.
With so many catchers on the roster this year, did you expect that to find another position to kind of work your way into the lineup maybe?
Yeah, I think that everybody that's going back there is very competitive, and I think that's one thing that is a big thing for us. Is it's so competitive that you have to be on the top of your game all the time, pushing yourself every day. There's no days off. I think that as far as the position goes, I was just going to go out there and anything that they asked me to do, I was happy to do it because I love this place, and whatever it takes to play with a team like this is what I really wanted to do.
Y'all have South Carolina this weekend. What are you kind of expecting with them?
South Carolina is one of those teams who's really trying to get back into making it into the tournament. They're going to give us their best shot, everything they got. And, I think that they're a very competitive team. They always have been due to history. And I think that one of the things that we can do is go ahead and make a statement this weekend as well.
A lot of people already say you guys are kind of locked in for a national seed. Is there any – I know you would say that there is any complacency whatsoever, but is there a sense of coming out and making sure that kind of gets done?
Yeah, I think that it's in the back of everybody's mind. Playing at home, we're very hard to beat here. I think that last year going on the road to Vandy and beating them in the Supers and then being in Tallahassee, it's going to be nice. And knowing that the atmosphere plays a big part, I think it's going to be better for us to play at home, and I think that we're going to be able to dominate in that aspect.